What's going on, everyone? It's time for another horror film review. Today we're going to talk about the film Escape Room. It was released January 4th, 2019. It was directed by Adam Robitel, who also would go on to do Escape Room Torment of Champions. That's a sequel. But he's also done like Insidious, The Last Key, The Taking of Deborah Logan, Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension, and a couple other films. So he doesn't have like the best track record of good films, but yeah. Escape Room. Well, a group of some really ingenious uh, people who are really good at solving puzzles get invited to take part in this ultimate escape room challenge that's been designed for them. And so they go to this random place in the middle of nowhere and basically they go in and then they start trying to solve puzzles and they have to work as a team, but some of them are a little more selfish than others and things like that, and they slowly start dying and getting taken out, but it's up to them to work together and try to figure out how to get out of the escape room. But then obviously things aren't what they seem, and as the film goes on, there's quite a bit of you'll learn more about people behind it and stuff. Yeah, this film wasn't that bad. It was interesting. The room designs and stuff were pretty good looking and stuff and interesting and all that. You learn the backstory through flashbacks and stuff of each character, which is the easiest way to, and the most annoying way to tell the backstory of a character in these type of settings. But yeah, but you do know the and then most of it is just same old stuff that we've seen before. There is some interesting uh, ways they kill off people and stuff, and it was very fun and interesting for the first like hour. The last like half hour kind of fizzled out, and the ending was so long and dragged out and was just pointless, and it kind of like almost ruined the film. But yeah, overall it's a okay movie. It's not like the best thing out there or anything like that. But yeah, there's the girl who survives the military, chicks a babe, and she's one of the better, more fleshed out characters than the rest. Some of them are just petty and stuff like that. And yeah, overall, it's not bad. It tried to do too many turns at near the end, which made it a little more confusing. But overall, it's enjoyable still, and it wasn't like the greatest, I thought, but I still thought it was good at least, but not perfect by any means or anything like that. This is probably Adam Robichaux's one of his better movies that I've seen, and that it's far more better than the Paranormal the Ghost Dimension. That's probably one of the worst things out there. And Insidious, The Last Keys, not bad. Taking a Deborah Logan's not bad, and this one's up there too. I heard the sequel's awful, but I might check that out later on. But yeah, Escape Room, it's okay. It's middle of the road for me. It's not the best thing out there, but it's definitely I've seen way worse. So, but they definitely butchered the ending. So be aware of that. I'm gonna give Escape Room a 3 out of 5. It was middle of the road, so it's all right, but it's definitely not. It could have been way better if they did a lot of other adjusting. But yeah, there's a trail link down below if it sounds like something you're interested in. Also, if also link down below is my Instagram. That's where I always post clips of films and review in the future. All my stories. You have the film title hashtag and subject on film hashtag, so you're aware of it. And my Leterbox is down below at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the film. So follow me on those two platforms. Stay on with this channel. Like this video. Share it so more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. And yeah, and if you want to do the sequel in the future, comment that down below. I'll try to get to them as soon as I can, if I can find it. And yeah, but that's it for this one. Make sure you subscribe. Hopefully we find something weird, obscure, and oddly about never thought of checking out together. And so you can find, and so we could, you can hear my opinions on popular films coming out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And yeah, and yeah, make sure you ring that bell because we'll be talking about Fantasy Island in the next review. So tune in for that, and I guess I'll watch out for all those crazy escape rooms killing people, and I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.